Good morning, class 11th, business study period. We are starting the lesson number 2. The name of the lesson is Forms of Business Organizations. कि जो बिजनेस ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं वो किस किस टाइप के होते हैं, व्हाट आर द टाइप्स ऑफ बिजनेस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन और बिजनेस एंटरप्राइजेज. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल व्हेन वी से बिजनेस एंटरप्राइजेज, तो what is the meaning of business enterprises? A business enterprise is an organization which engaged in some business or commercial activity. What does it mean? It means any organization which involves in buying and selling of goods and services is known as business enterprises. There are three types of business enterprises in this world, not in India only, but in this world. Number 1, private sector enterprises. Number 2, public sector enterprises. Number 3, joint sector enterprises. What is the meaning of private sector enterprises? Private sector enterprises means the enterprises or the organizations or the business which are owned, controlled and managed by private individuals. What is the meaning of private individuals? Like by you or me. Your parents are dealing or they are having their own business in Sridungargarh or Bikaner or in Delhi. So all these are private enterprises where the money is invested by private person, profit is shared by private person, government has nothing to do in that kind of business, is known as private business enterprises like Reliance India, Tata Company, Birla Company, Wipro, etc. Now number 2 is public enterprises. Public enterprises are those enterprises which are owned, controlled and managed by either central government or state government, जो पूरी तरह से गवर्नमेंट के कंट्रोल में होती हैं. Whatever money is introduced, that will be introduced by government. Whatever decisions are to be taken, they will be taken by the government. Whosoever will be employed in the business, that will also be done by the government. That is known as public enterprises or government enterprises like SAIL, Steel Authority of India Limited, GAIL, Gas and Authority of India Limited. Next is joint sector. What is the meaning of joint sector? Those business enterprises which are jointly controlled, owned by government as well as private sector, private entrepreneur, they are known as joint sector entrepreneurs. Joint sector enterprises like Maruti Udyog Limited, like we have Cochin Refinery, etc., where these companies are run by private as well as government sector. Now, in private sector enterprises, the mainly are number 1 sole pro trade, number 2 joint Hindu family business, number 3 partnership, number 4 cooperative society and number 5 company. So let us first go for sole trade or sole entrepreneur business. What is the meaning of sole? Sole means single, individual. Proprietor means owner. So the business which is owned, controlled and financed by one person, one private person, that is known as sole proprietor business. ऐसा बिजनेस जो किसी व्यक्ति विशेष के द्वारा चलाया जाता है, वही उसमें पैसा लगाता है, वही उसमें डिसीजन लेता है, वही इसके प्रॉफिट और लॉस को बियर करता है, that business is known as sole trade business. It is sole proprietorship or it is also known as sole trade business. Any one definition you can learn, whichever you feel it easy. J.L. Hampson, L.H. Haney, James Stephens, whichever definition you like, it is easy, you can learn that. So I think sole trade is easy for you. I think you understood the meaning. आपके पापा अगर मार्केट में काम कर रहे हैं, उनकी अपनी खुद की दुकान है या उनकी खुद की फैक्ट्री है जिसमें उन्होंने किसी को भी इन्वॉल्व नहीं कर रखा, तो वो कौन सा बिजनेस होगा? सोल ट्रेड या सोल प्रोप्राइटरशिप. What are the features of this sole trade or sole proprietorship? Number 1, single ownership. As I told a minute back, these are totally controlled by one person only. There is no interfere from any other person, any other outsider. That business is known as sole trade. This is the first feature. Capital is introduced by him only. Whatever decisions are taken, they are to be taken by him only. वो सारा अपना खुद का पैसा लगाता है या मार्केट से लोन लेता है, इट इज़ ओन डिसीजन. Number 2, formation and closure. It is very easy to start a sole trade business and it is very easy to stop it. सोल ट्रेड बिजनेस का सबसे बड़ा अगला फ़ायदा ये है, उसको जब चाहे आप स्टार्ट कर सकते हो और जब चाहे आप ख़त्म कर सकते हो, बिकॉज लीगल फॉर्मेलिटीज़ आर वेरी नेग्लिजिबल इन सच काइंड ऑफ बिजनेस. जो लीगल फॉर्मेलिटीज़ होती हैं वो बहुत कम होती हैं, इसलिए इसको शुरू करने में और बंद करने में ज़्यादा दिक्कत नहीं होती है. नेक्स्ट इज अनलिमिटेड लायबिलिटी. व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ अनलिमिटेड लायबिलिटी? In case of sole trade business, if business goes into heavy loss, then after selling the assets of all the business or the firm, private assets, personal assets can also be used. That's why it is known as unlimited liability. कि इस बिजनेस के अंदर अगर बिजनेस बहुत ज़्यादा लॉस में चल रहा है, द बिजनेसमैन इज अनेबल टू पे इट्स ऑल डेब्ट्स फ्रॉम बिजनेस एसेट्स, जो बिजनेस की जितनी भी एसेट्स हैं उनसे वो सब का भुगतान नहीं कर पाता है, तो बिजनेस की एसेट्स के साथ साथ उसकी पर्सनल प्रॉपर्टीज़ को भी यूज किया जाएगा. क्या करने के लिए? वो बिजनेस की लायबिलिटी पे करने के लिए. दैट्स वाई इट इज़ नोन एज अनलिमिटेड लायबिलिटी. नेक्स्ट इज इंडिविजुअल रिस्क बेयरिंग एंड प्रॉफिट रेसिपिएंट. इंडिविजुअल रिस्क बेयरिंग मीन्स each business involve risk. Some businesses are having less risk, some businesses are having more risk. In sole trade, whether risk is less or it is more, it is completely borne by the single person only, because he is the owner of the business. Whether there is a large profit or small profit, that will be enjoyed by that sole trader. Whether there is a small loss or heavy loss, entire loss will be shared by that person only, that sole trade only. So this is another feature of sole trade. One man control, I think no need to explain it again and again. Completely controlled by one person only, that is sole trader. He takes all the decision. He has right to what to sell, what to purchase, how much money to be invest, from where money is to be arranged. That is one man control. No separate legal entity. जैसा कि हमने आपको अकाउंटेंसी में बताया था, इफ़ यू रिमेंबर, कि वी ऑलवेज ट्रांसफर एंट्री इन बुक्स ऑफ बुक्स. Owner and business are two separate things. It happens in most of the business, but in sole trade, owner and business both are same. A sole proprietor has no legal separate entity. उसका अपनी खुद का कोई वजूद नहीं है. वो सोल ट्रेड बिजनेस किसके नाम से जाना जाता है? मालिक के नाम से जाना जाता है. लॉ मेकर्स और मेक्स नो डिफरेंस बिटवीन ओनर एंड बिजनेस. बिजनेस हो चाहे ओनर हो, दोनों एक ही हैं. दैट इज नोन एज नो सेपरेट लीगल एंटिटी. लैक ऑफ बिजनेस कंटिन्यूटी. व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ लैक ऑफ बिजनेस कंटिन्यूटी? इन केस इफ ओनर फॉल सिक और इफ ही डाइज, तो इट इज़ वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू रन द बिजनेस, बिकॉज ही इज द ओनली पर्सन हु इज गोइंग टू रन द बिजनेस. एंड इन एडवर्स सिचुएशन, व्हेन आइदर ही डाइज और इफ ही बिकम्स सिक, then who will run the business? That's why we say that lack of business continuity. Then small size. Sole trade business can be of up to limited size only. They cannot be beyond a limit, because entire work in the sole trade business is done by one person only. Total management is done by him only. Total fund is arranged by him only, and he has his limited managerial ability. So each and every task he cannot do. That's why normally in sole trade business, size of businesses are very small. So these are features of sole trade business or sole proprietorship. Next, let us go for the next topic, that is advantages of sole trade business. Number 1, quick decision. In sole trade business, decision can be taken quickly, because he is the only person who is going to take all the decision. There is no second person to whom he has to discuss whether decision is right or wrong. All liabilities lies on him. That's why this is the first advantage, all decision can be taken quickly, which is not happen in case of cooperative society, which is not happen in case of partnership business, but here decision can be taken quickly. Number 2, confidentially. In sole trade business, each and everything can be kept confidentially, secretly, because he is the only person who is going to do all these things. Nobody else will come to know which business I am going to start, what is my profit level, what decision I am going to what decision I am going to take, how I am going to compete the market, everything. He is the only person. That's why confidentiality can be kept easily in such business. Next is direct incentive. What is the meaning of direct incentive? It means in sole trade business, how much efforts he will put, that much result he will get. If he will put more efforts, he will get more profit. If he will put less efforts, he will get less award or less reward. जितना मेहनत करेगा उसका डायरेक्ट इंसेंटिव इसको मिलने वाला है, जो नॉर्मली पार्टनरशिप में नहीं होता है. कैसे? मान लो पार्टनरशिप में 2 या 3 पार्टनर हैं, एक पार्टनर ज़्यादा मेहनत करता है, एक कम करता है, तो सारा प्रॉफिट उस अकेले को नहीं मिलेगा जिसने मेहनत की है, वो प्रॉफिट सब में बटेगा. तो वहाँ डायरेक्ट इंसेंटिव नहीं है, बट सोल ट्रेड में इंसेंटिव डायरेक्ट है. नेक्स्ट इज sense of accomplishment. What is the meaning of sense of accomplishment? It means when as an individual I am completing my task successfully, तो I will get a different kind of satisfaction. मैं एज ए सोल ट्रेडर जितनी ज़्यादा मेहनत करूँगा उतना ही मेरा ज़्यादा बिजनेस ग्रो करेगा, उतना ही मेरा ज़्यादा प्रॉफिट होगा. और ये सब हायर प्रॉफिट, हायर बिजनेस, इट विल गिव मी सेल्फ सेटिस्फैक्शन. ये मुझे अकेले को एक अलग प्रकार की फीलिंग क्रिएट करेगा, विच इज़ नॉट पॉसिबल इन केस ऑफ पार्टनरशिप. एंड ईजी टू फॉर्म एंड ईजी क्लोजर, आई टोल्ड इन फीचर्स ऑल्सो कि ये इस बिज़नेस को जल्दी ही स्टार्ट किया जा सकता है और जब चाहें इसको बंद कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि इसमें लीगल फॉर्मेलिटीज़ बहुत कम होती हैं. द लास्ट टॉपिक ऑफ द सोल ट्रेड इज डिसएडवांटेजेस और लिमिटेशन और डीमेरिट्स. तो नंबर 1, लिमिटेड रिसोर्सेज. In sole trade business, resources are limited in number. What is the meaning of resources? Here, resources means financial resources, manpower resources, physical resources. Because an individual cannot arrange excess resources. Even a single person, individual may have much resources, but he might afraid to invest all the money into the business. That's why we can say that in sole trade business, resources are limited in number. There is a limit. अगर मैं मार्केट से लोन लेना चाहूँ तो वो भी मुझे क्या मिलेगा? लिमिट ही मिलेगा, एक्सेस में नहीं मिलेगा. दैट इज लिमिटेड रिसोर्सेज. नंबर 2, लिमिटेड लाइफ ऑफ बिजनेस. सोल ट्रेड बिजनेस लाइफ इज वेरी लिमिटेड. एज आई डिस्कस्ड इन एडवांटेज एंड फीचर्स, सोल ट्रेड बिजनेस इज completely run by one person only. If he falls sick, if he dies, in that case it is very difficult to run the business. The business may we have to wind up. That's why it is limited life of business. Next is unlimited liability. In its features we discuss the liability of sole trader or proprietor is unlimited. He is personally liable for all the losses, for all the debts. Due to such situation, normally sole trader always have a fear to expand his business, because he knows that if I will try to expand the business and if heavy loss occurred, the all liability will be suffered by me only. There is nobody is there to share my liability. That's why this is another limitation, unlimited liability. इस डर से वो ज़्यादा रिस्क नहीं लेता है. And limited managerial skill. As we know, sole trade business are run by single person only, and a single person cannot be expert of all fields. He may be expert in marketing and selling, but he may not be expert in purchasing. He may not be expert in accounting work. A person may be expert in accounting work, but may not be expert in marketing and selling. So how it's very difficult to find or having all qualities in one person. So this is the another advantage कि sole trader may have or may not have all managerial skills which are required to run a sole trade business smoothly and efficiently. So this is another limitation. So today I have discussed 3 topics with you. What is the meaning of sole trade, its feature, its limitation and its advantages. Thank you very much.